Welcome back, everybody. It's still October. The Lord of Death is still with us, though for tomorrow I have somebody else lined up to come join the party. And this is day 2 of the Zach raids his DVD collection and pulls out some movies that people may or may not have watched or want to watch during the Halloween spooktacular season. Today we're working with the letter A. I feel like Sesame Street. This episode brought to you by the letter A. I actually have 2 picks for today. Looking through my collection, there was a bunch of different ones I could have chosen, but I picked 2 of my favorites that I could watch pretty much all the time. We're going to start off, first off, with a classic, An American Werewolf in London. 1981 werewolf movie directed by the great John Landis, who had had a massive impact on the film industry. You're looking Animal House, The Blues Brothers, Trading Places, I think he did, Spies Like Us, The Three Amigos, Coming to America, just classic comedy after classic comedy. But this was thrown in a little earlier in the mix as a horror movie, although there are some humor elements to it. But just fantastic movie. Came out in 1981. I think it was his 3rd, 4th, or 5th film. One of those 3. It was early in his career, is the point. Probably one of the first werewolf movies I even remotely saw parts of, although I didn't see the full movie until later. And now it's a movie that I tend to watch every October whenever I get a chance. And now that I have it up here where the TV is, it's probably going to get watched after I film this. Gist of it is, 2 American backpackers backpacking through rural England encounter a werewolf, and you can kind of take it from there. Don't want to spoil it. Again, 40-year-old movie, but at the same time, there it is. Just a fantastic movie, really is. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. So we're going to move this off to the side over here and move on to the next pick. And this is something that I just adore. It's the 3rd in a trilogy, and it is Army of Darkness. Like I say, the 3rd of the trilogy of the Evil Dead franchise. This wrapped it up in 1992. And for those of you who don't know, or don't share this opinion, I feel that Bruce Campbell is basically a national treasure. Just fantastic in these movies that he did with Sam Raimi, who also directed Spider-Man and Drag Me to Hell, as you can see from the top of the Blu-ray there. I believe they were friends from a very young age, which is why they've collabed for so long. But Army of Darkness, again, watch the trilogy. You could watch it on its own. It'll still be awesome. But I recommend watching the first 2. Go on Evil Dead 2. Spoiler alert, you'll see them in a couple of days with the E's because they're my picks to complete the trilogy. But just fantastic, and you could see the progression of the franchise. It went kind of campy to let's move it on to a little horror comedy to let's just embrace the insanity, and that's exactly what they did. They embraced the insanity and made something classic. And it later spawned the show that was on a couple years ago, Ash vs. Evil Dead, and a remake of The Evil Dead a few years back as well. So, there you have it. There's my picks for the letter A. An American Werewolf in London, Army of Darkness. That's what I got for A. Let me know down in the comments. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Am I full of it? Or, maybe did I nail it? So, give me a shout. Let me know. Like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. Stay safe on the Halloween in a couple of weeks. And we will catch you tomorrow with the letter B.